Hello, welcome to this week's YouTube workout. We're just going to crack on. So if you want to get ready, I'm doing it indoors. So I've got bare feet. It can be quite nice to do exercises in bare feet so you can feel the ground, and also it can help with your stability. And as we're not using lots of weights, there's no risk of anything dropping in your toes. So you might want to try doing it with bare feet. So getting ready, we're going to warm up by circling the arms. Changing direction. And then reaching to the side, and putting a nice bounce in the knees. Really think about twisting as far as you can, warming up the spine. Coming to stillness, raising opposite knee to elbow. Take it nice and steady so that you're really thinking about engaging your core as you do this, drawing up tall through the top of your head and instigating the movement of your knee using those core muscles. Getting the knee as high as you can. If it doesn't quite meet your elbow, don't worry, just try as hard as you can. Bringing the feet nice and wide and coming to a lunge either side, side lunge. One more each side. And then we're going to go begin. So coming to the bottom of your mat, we're going to place our hands on the mat by feet, bending the knees as much as you need to reach the mat. Walk the hands out so you're in a plank position with wrists under shoulders, and then walk the hands back in, standing up, and repeat. Think about when you get to your plank at the bottom, tucking your tailbone, engaging the core, and then walking back in, standing up. Nice spread fingers so you've got a nice stable base. Push up through the shoulder blades so you're not sinking down through the shoulders when you get to the plank. If you can't do it at the same speed as me, just go your own pace. It doesn't matter if you're following the same as me. Final one. Okay, then we're going to do some push-ups. So whether you want to do them directly on the floor, so coming to your plank position that we were just in, tucking the tailbone, pushing up through the shoulder blades. You can be in this position, narrowing down, elbows tracking back, pushing up through the shoulder blades. You can drop your knees, making sure they're behind your hips, and do it in this position. But better yet, if you can't do a full push-up, is to raise the platform. So bring a chair or a stool. You can experiment with the height of that. Walk your feet out so that you're in that plank position. You've got a nice Again, engaging through the core, tailbone, you're not sticking your bum out or dropping in. There's a banana. And again, lowering down, pushing back up, exhaling as you come back up. Inhale as you come down. And again, you can come up to a wall if you need to and walk your feet away from the wall and do them against the wall. So whichever one you're doing, finish 2 more and then relax. And we're going to come into some squats. So again, with squats, optional with the feet, you want them at least hip distance apart, and your feet can be parallel or toes facing slightly out. It's going to work slightly different muscles, but some people find it uncomfortable to have their feet exactly parallel. So choosing your starting position and then squatting down, trying to come to a 90-degree bend in the knee. Making sure you're sitting back in your heels as though you're about to sit on a chair. Which reminds me, if you're finding it too difficult to squat to a 90-degree angle, you can come to a chair, bring a chair behind you and just lightly touch the chair. Try not to put your entire weight into the chair before you stand up. Just touch it and stand back up. Touch it lightly. Okay. Moving on to the next exercise, which I need the chair for. So coming to a split squat. In fact, we'll all do a split squat for this one, so no chair required. So stepping back with your left foot and then dropping that knee to the floor, lifting and lowering. So the knee comes about a fist distance away from the floor. Make sure your front knee is over the ankle and that it tracks in line with the toes, so it's not going in or falling out. If you're feeling unstable, widen your base, so bringing the feet further apart this direction rather than close together. Last one. Stepping back together and then coming to the other side. Keep looking forward so your head and neck are in line with the rest of your spine. Keep the shoulders back and down, core engaged, nice upright spine so you're not leaning forward, putting pressure on the lower back. Final one, and step together. And you're going to need your chair again, or if you didn't already have one, for the other exercises, grabbing a chair or moving towards a bench or the edge of the sofa. Bring your heels onto the edge of the chair. You've got a 90-degree bend roughly in the knees and the hips. Going to do glute bridges. So lifting and lowering. We're going to do all of these for another couple of sets. So there's the option to level up on the next set. Or if you want to level up immediately, you can raise one leg and do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. Whatever you're doing, come to stillness and then we're ready to go again. So coming to the bottom of your mat, mine's moving around, getting ready for your plank walkouts. And this time, when you get to the bottom, if you want to level it up, you can tap one shoulder and then the other before you walk back in. Tap, tap, walk back in. So it's up to you. You can do this on this round or save it for the next. So if you're finding it difficult, just slow it all down. Final one. Back in. Coming to our push-ups. So again, choose your means, whether you're using the chair, the wall, or the floor. Choice is yours. Just make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, hands shoulder width apart. As you come down, your head is coming in front of your hands, keeping your shoulders, hips and heels in alignment so you're not pushing your bum up in the air or coming into a bow the other way. If you started like this, you can drop your knees when you lower before you push back up, just to get a couple more out of your full set. So come full plank, then lower knees at the bottom before you push back up. Don't know about you, but I'm getting warm now. Just take my jumper off. Okay. So finishing your planks, your push-ups if you haven't already. We're going to come into the squat. If you want to level up on this one, you can grab a dumbbell or anything weighty that you can have a secure hold on. In my program, I use milk bottles full of water or sand, whatever you want to. If you've got a dumbbell, cradling it with your hands like so, or you can use a kettlebell and then coming into your squat. If you've got no equipment that you want to use, just stick with your body weight squat, really focusing on squeezing through the glutes at the top, but not to the extent that you thrust your hips forward. You just want to come up to a neutral position, but really pushing through the heels and the glutes, squeeze at the top. Again, just go your own speed. 2 more. 1, and you're done. Okay. Coming to the split squat that we did before, or if you want to level up, you can bring your chair or your bench or move towards it, and if you sit on the edge and stick your foot forward and then come up to that foot position, you can then hook your toes on the platform behind you, and then we're squatting down from there. A little uncomfortable without trainers on for my back foot, so you can always grab a blanket to put under there, or find something soft like the edge of the sofa to do it on. If you're doing the split squat, you're doing the same leg as us. Okay, and stopping, switching legs or feet come together, split squat, you're standing, stepping back, lowering and lifting, or you're hooking your toes, the Romanian version, the Romanian split squat. So again, focusing on this front knee being in line with the toes as it comes forward. You might need to pause and step forward a little more if your knee's too far over your toes. You might want to adjust. And stopping that one. Coming down to the floor with your chair or bench for your glute bridges. As before, double legs like so, or single legs, one side at a time, lifting and lowering, 5 on each side. Swapping leg, or keeping going if you're doing the double, really squeezing the glutes at the top, pushing the hips as high as you can, and you're done. So that's your second set done already. That means one more set. So just grab some water if you need some. And then when you're ready, we'll continue. So coming down into your plank position. If you didn't go for taps last time, then going for taps. Trying that out. If you went for taps last time, you don't feel you've got it in you this time, then maybe do a couple and then just do the walkouts if the taps are too much this time. Sorry if I keep hitting the microphone as I keep tapping. One more. Walking out, tap, tap, and then just hold for a moment. In plank. You can drop the knees if you need to. Pushing through the shoulder blades, opening them up. You're not sagging down, and then release down. Just have a child's pose just for a second. Relieve any tension in your lower back, and then we'll come to push-ups. So if you're doing them on the floor, you're already in the right place. Otherwise, you can stand up to use a wall or move towards your chair. Bring your chair towards you. So as before, wrists under shoulders. Inhaling as you lower, exhaling as you push back up. Make sure you're not dropping through the shoulder blades, or the hips aren't dropping or sticking up. Remember, you can lower, then drop the knees to get a few extra at the end. Do one more, or whichever variation you're doing, and then relax. We're going to come to standing for our squat. So I'm doing all of this without much of a break in between. It's a bit of a kind of hit variety of workout. If you need to have a bit of recovery time, then just pause the video and you can put that in. So coming to your favored foot position for your squat, grabbing a weight if you're making that addition, and then coming into your squat. Think about looking straight ahead, keeping the neck in line with the rest of the spine, really pushing through the heels, engaging the glutes. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you come down. Do 2 more. Excellent. Coming into your split squats. So as a reminder, stepping back so your feet are at least hip distance apart. That way, dropping down. So you've got a 90-degree bend in that front knee, back knee almost touching. If you're coming to the Romanian version, stepping out, you might need it a little bit further even than that. And then tucking your toes on the chair. Again, coming till there's about a 90-degree bend in that front leg, extending all the way up, but not locking out the leg. Last one on this side, swapping sides. Keep your feet in that same position and just look behind for where that platform is and give it a tap. If you need to move towards something so you can hold on just whilst you're getting in the right position, you can. Again, think about exhaling as you come up, inhaling as you lower, keeping nice and upright in the upper body. 2 more. And relax. Okay, just final one now. Soon it'll all be over. So coming in to your glute bridge. Again, 90-degree angle, hips and knees, feet on the edge of the platform, and then lifting up, really squeezing through the glutes, pushing through the feet. As before, option to do single leg. Just making sure you do equal amounts on each side. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Do 2 more. And you're done. Well done. Okay, so we'll just do some stretches. Let the your heart rate come down a bit. You might want to just walk around a bit. Hopefully that's got your heart rate up so you can see you're getting some cardio in as well. That's the HIIT nature of it. Okay. Switching arms. Bring the hands together behind you and drawing them away from the base of the spine. So drawing your shoulder blades together, sitting really tall. You can do this on your edge of your chair if you prefer. Coming down onto the floor, up on your elbows, elbow below shoulder. Put all the weight in your left elbow and reach behind for your right foot so that you can stretch your quadricep down the front of your thigh. Switching hands. Just pulling that heel in as close as it will come. If you're finding this really difficult, you can move towards the wall and do this version. Same thing. Crossing one leg over the other and then hugging this knee in towards your chest. Get a nice stretch down the outside of your thigh and your glute. Switch legs. You want to hold stretches for at least 10 seconds so that your muscles will stretch to a certain point, and then there'll be a resistance, and then if you hold it for a bit longer they'll relax and let you get a little bit more of a stretch. Releasing that leg. Just come to a comfortable sitting position. It could be on a chair again. Bring one ear, your shoulder. Head back to the center, then over to the other side. Back to the center. Roll the shoulders back and down. Well done. See you again.